Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back. We're going to be getting into another love reading for the collective. So thank you for being here. Also, I hope these messages help you. I hope you guys are doing well. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. FYI, I am eating a cough drop, so you may hear that. Also, if you want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box below, you guys. Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong. Let me know if the reading is resonating. I hope the messages help you, child. For the collective, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, for the collective when it comes to love, relationships, and romance. Okay, let me let you guys know. I started shuffling the cards and I felt this weight lifted, or like the energy got lighter. So I feel like you guys need to know that something is going to get lighter, or it's not going to be so heavy. You may also need to lighten up. Take it how it resonates, child. Okay. What does the collective need to know, Spirit, when it comes to love, romance, and relationships? Okay, so the new chapter card came out, but yeah, it was kind of reversed. Dishonesty says, by lying, I ripped us apart. And absence, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. And then the new chapter card says, I'm trying to move on. So somebody is struggling to move on. Why are they struggling to move on? Well, it seems like it's because they lied to you, or they were dishonest about how they truly felt, and they're missing your presence. They know whatever they lied about or whatever they were dishonest about was the reason why you guys fell apart. Okay. What does the collective need to know, Spirit, when it comes to love? Harping. Won't let go of the issue. Dwelling on the past. Needs to release the anger. Okay. Yeah, challenges and breakup. Ooh, somebody's not dealing with a breakup very well. Okay. I don't know if this is you. I don't know if this is someone else. But there's definitely someone who's feeling overwhelmed, still holding on, trying to take it one day at a time, but it's not really helping because they can't seem to let go of the past. Okay, and what happened? What does the collective need to know? Penny pinching. So this person could be having financial difficulties, gift, sneaky, going behind your back, telling lies about you, having secret affairs. Whoever this is may want to give you a gift, but they're not going about it the right way. They could also see you as a gift, but they didn't value that gift and they tried to be sneaky and go behind your back doing stuff they shouldn't have been doing. Stuff they ain't had no business doing. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? Self-care. Being in a safe place, eating and sleeping well, allowing yourself to heal. You guys, good job. Checking on you. And gold digger. So this person, as you're healing, creating a safe space for yourself, bringing security and stability back to your life, eating and sleeping well, getting your winks, giving yourself space to heal, this person keeps looking in, trying to check on you. And if they're not like literally reaching out to you, they're just asking people about you. What have you been up to? What are you doing? Have they seen you lately? They could be checking your social media, things like that. Yeah, because they're having trouble moving on. One more card for what the collective needs to know. Awakening in reverse. Aware of the real situation, uncovering secrets, making good decisions. So this person, I'm going to leave it upright, but since it came out reversed, it's like this person is struggling to, it feels like, take accountability, but it also feels like they're struggling to understand why this situation happened, right? They don't want to take accountability for their poor decisions. They don't want to address what part they played in the situation. And that's what's keeping them blind. That's what's keeping them attached. That's what's preventing them from being able to move on. You know? Woman crying. And protection. Guarding your heart. Wait before dating again. Coming out of your shell. So this person probably made you cry a lot. They probably had you in a very precarious emotional state. You were upset all the time. And it's like whoever this is, they don't understand why you want to protect your energy. Like, they don't understand why you don't want to be around them. They don't understand why you don't like them anymore or why you don't talk to them. But it's like, because the fact that they don't want to address or take accountability for their decisions and realize the part that they played, that's how they don't, that's why they don't understand your choices. That ain't your fault though. Okay. That is not your business. That don't have anything to do with you. Okay. That's something that they have to deal with. I feel like this person wants to blame you or point the finger at you for things that are going on in their life, but they don't want to look at their own decisions that put them in the position that they're in. So everybody else is always the problem when you have that type of mindset. And that's probably part of the reason why you're upset too, is because it's like, dang, you can't even see how you acted. Some of you may need to work on like forgiveness for yourself, because you may be struggling to move on from someone else's dishonesty and what they did to you. And it could be affecting your finances and the way that you take care of yourself, because there's something that you are struggling to figure out or understand, which is probably why they did what they did. But the thing is, it's like, you know why they did what they did. And if you keep trying to figure out answers about why they did what they did, you're going to keep yourself stagnant with them. Okay, so what does the collective need to know, Spirit, when it comes to love? The Four of Cups. Yeah, feeling disappointed, not really realizing what you have. Like, not realizing that you have so much to be grateful for. Not you necessarily, but that's the energy. Hierophant, Five of Cups. Yeah, someone is just always upset. They're always disappointed. Even though there's so many good things in their life, they don't appreciate it. They don't value it. They don't see how they're consistently blessed. I also feel like this could be somebody who didn't respect a union between the two of you. They weren't committed to it. They didn't bring any type of consistency. They could have been very arrogant. But this is like somebody who's depressed all of the time. I don't know if they're clinical, because I'm not a doctor or psychologist. Please see the disclaimer below. But yeah, that's what it kind of feels like. What's this Four of Cups? What's the Four of Cups? Six of Swords. Nine of Swords. Seven of Wands. Yeah. So if you're starting to get more sleep at night, this person was causing you a lot of anxiety. They were stressing you out, or their situations were stressing you out. Whatever they were dealing with was stressing you out. And you moved on in order to protect your peace, your sanity. Because the only thing this person did was disappoint you consistently. That's all they did. What's the Four of Cups? One more card. Nine of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you wanted to move on from this person, or you felt like it was time. Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. I feel like you received something or got something that you wanted that helped you feel more motivated to take action, to move on from this person. It made you less afraid. Ooh. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know what you received. Maybe it was money, maybe it was help, maybe it was some type of resources, good news. Or you got something that you've been waiting for a long time, and it finally gave you the courage to move forward from this person. This could also be a situation where you're about to receive something that you need in order to move on from this person, and the message is that you need to take whatever that is so that you can finally get what you want in the situation. Because I feel like some of you guys need to pay attention to the fact that this person has habits, or you need to pay attention to the pattern that keeps you stuck with this person. I'm not saying you're stuck with this person, but the pattern of you guys' relationship or the cycles that you go through are repetitive. So it's like Spirit wants you to see that so you can break the cycle. What's hidden that the collective does not see? Page of Cups. You may meet someone with the Page of Cups. Or you're going to have a dream. You may have even had a dream about this person or this situation and you don't remember it. Eight of Cups and the World. Yeah. So by walking away from something, you're going to encounter something or someone else. And it's going to end this cycle forever. What you also need to know is that this person is watching you walk away. They're wishing that you wouldn't walk away, or they wish that you would stop leaving them behind. They wish that you would slow down, possibly, so they could catch up to you. They may feel like it's not over, like you'll come back. That's what they want, but not to say that that's going to be true. I also feel like what's hidden from you right now is that by walking away, or as by taking the steps to remove yourself from this person or this situation, you're creating a new cycle in your life. You're creating an ending to a lot of repetitive situations, and you're going to see that after a certain point. Queen of Swords just popped out. What's this Page of Cups for what's hidden? Ten of Cups. I feel like you're going to have a lot of happiness, either when it comes to you pursuing your goals, or when it comes to you doing things you love, or even when it comes to your sense of community, people in your life, the hobbies that you have, the things that you do, your routine every day. It's like every single day you're going to realize more and more that this was the best decision. Eight of Cups at the bottom again, and the Tower. All of a sudden it hits you and you realize how happy you are, or you realize how fulfilled you are. And it finally sinks in that the cycle is over. It's like an epiphany. Three of Cups. Yeah. There could definitely be something to celebrate in the near future. Some of you guys may be accomplishing something in the near future that's really monumental for you, that you've been working on for a long time. There could be a party that's coming up that you're getting invited to, or some type of event or gathering that you guys could be invited to. I feel like you're being asked to go. You're going to have a good time. You may meet someone, okay? Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups again. This Eight of Cups is crazy. All this is water energy. A lot of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but Seven of Swords. Yeah, if someone's planning an event or they're planning some type of like gathering or something like that, I feel like you should go. I feel like you should make some type of attempt to go and do it and engage, like be in the moment. Because that's going to be something that actually helps you realize that you've moved on or that you're over something. Or that something is no longer affecting your life. Like going out and living, making plans, doing things. What's the collective's energy in this situation? Two of Swords. There's something that you still don't see or understand. And I think that's like part of what I was saying earlier about the answers. Wanting all the answers, wanting to know exactly why something happened, wanting to know, you know, that's not helping. Okay, Ace of Wands and the Fool card. Definitely that new beginning. Definitely that spark of inspiration. Definitely the willpower and the drive and the desire to free yourself from the things that you don't know. I feel like that's kind of where you're at, especially if you've been doing a lot of work on yourself and you're trying to take accountability. You are in an energy where you're motivated by the things that you're excited about in life. You're feeling free. You're feeling open. You're feeling very inspired to do things that you've been putting off or things that you've always wanted to do. And you're releasing yourself from the things that you don't see or the things that you don't know, because I feel like you're just trusting. You're trusting that spirit is going to guide you to where you need to be, regardless of what's going on in this situation or of the things that you can't really like tangibly put your finger on. Oh, hit the mic. My bad. What's the Two of Swords for the collective's energy? Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's like, you know that there are going to be things that you don't know. You know that there are going to be things that are still hidden from you in this situation. But it's like, if you were supposed to know, you would know. And I feel like that's your attitude. Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. I also feel like by being confident in yourself and doing things that make you feel more confident, or like going out, getting back out there, not necessarily dating, but just having fun, doing what you want to do, child. I feel like that's going to confirm to you how much you've grown, how much you've learned, how much you've evolved, to kind of also separate you from this situation or this person even more than you already are. It's like you're just being confident and you're not seeing anybody else or hearing anybody else. You're just walking. I heard Walking Tall. I don't know. That was a movie, wasn't it? What's this Queen of Wands with the Two of Swords? Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Swords and the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like you guys were really in your head for a long time. You were really thinking about something that happened. Like, it was just always on your mind. But it's like, in the back of your mind, that little voice that whispers to you and tries to encourage you, which is your higher self, High Priestess. That little voice in the back of your mind was like, it's time. Like, it's time to be confident. It's time to come out of your shell. It's time to just move forward from this situation. Start to be inspired again. Start to be happy about your life again. That voice to me is getting louder and louder. And that's what's making you more strong. It's building your confidence. It's building your strength stronger and stronger each day. And I think that's what's important. So what can the collective look forward to in the near future when it comes to love? The sun. You may meet a Leo child, but I feel like you're going to be really happy. There's like this strong sense of happiness and freedom that comes from this confidence. You're going to feel healthier too. I feel like a lot of you are working on like your diet, your eating habits, your exercise, what you ingest, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. And you're going to feel a lot lighter because of that. Okay. King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. I feel like there's going to be a sense of stability that you want to protect. I also feel like there could be someone, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that could be coming into your life and they're going to remove some type of like lack from your life, or they're going to bring something to your life. It doesn't have to be money, but I feel like they're going to bring some type of value to your life, and that's going to help you in a place where you may still feel a little bit insecure. And you know, people have different levels of insecurity, so I'm not saying you're insecure in a like detrimental, toxic way. But sometimes, like when we've been single for a long time, or when we just went through a breakup, or when friends have betrayed us, or we've relocated and we don't know anybody, like whatever those things are that happen in your life as like major milestones, they can often bring this sense of like insecurity or being unsure. And then we work on that. We, dip a toe, we get out there, we figure out what's going on. But until like there's some type of confirmation or validation, we may still have that little twinge of insecurity. And I don't think that's, because people might say that that's, a sign that you need to grow up, or that's a sign that you're still not fully healed. We're never all going to be fully healed. And I don't think that's anything negative. I don't think that it's negative for you to move to a new city and not know anyone and feel a little bit insecure about yourself, but then feel less insecure when you meet good people. I think that's a natural part of life. So there may be a person who you're meeting that validates you in a way, but it's not toxic. It's like you're meeting this person and you find out you can make friends, or you find out there are other things going on that align with your, desires or your hobbies, your interests. You go somewhere and you get a compliment and it's just like, the work I'm doing is paying off. And that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting from that. You can look forward to someone really stable coming into your life and trying to make you happy. You may feel a little bit like apprehensive at first, but I don't think that's going to last too long. Wow, Six of Cups. I don't think that's talking about the past. I feel like this Six of Cups is talking about like security, stability, feeling safe, feeling protected, feeling some type of like sacred bond. Doesn't have to be soulmates, twin flames, but it's like a bond, like a connection, a deep connection. Yeah, High Priestess and the Seven of Cups. There could be someone who you're meeting, and like I said, you could be a little thrown off for the beginning stages. Your intuition is going to perk up about the past, and you may be confused about whether or not this person is a good choice. I do feel like it's necessary for you to keep your boundaries and not like just let somebody in immediately, but like there's going to be times where you're going to have to figure out if this is something that is coming from a toxic trigger, or if this is something that really my intuition is trying to show me. Yeah. What's the Six of Cups with the Sun? The Moon. Wow. Yeah, you don't see that. You don't see that. It's like an eclipse with the Sun and the Moon. Then you have the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Okay, some of you guys are going to meet somebody and your insecurity, like I said, is going to be triggered. Your fear of abandonment is going to be triggered, and you're going to have to make wise decisions, because that fear of abandonment or the fear of intimacy, whatever it is that makes you insecure, once that flares up, you're going to want to make decisions that take you kind of back to the past. But your intuition is going to kick in and kind of like nudge you towards the right decision. I feel like this is a protection mechanism that you have that kind of confuses you when it comes to making choices. And I feel like your spirit team wants you to fall back on what you've learned and basically experience that has taught you the lessons that have made you wiser. So that when it comes down to it, you don't close yourself off to someone who actually could bring value to your life, okay? That's what you can expect in the near future, is to have those types of decisions to make. Because for a long time, it's like your confidence was blocked by everything that you didn't see or everything that you didn't know, and then you being afraid of that. But once you kind of start to, test out your intuition, train yourself, you start to decipher more easily the times when your triggers are flaring up versus the actual intuitive threats that you're getting from someone who could be bad for you. What's this Nine of Cups? Hold on. What's this Nine of Cups? Knight of Swords. Yeah, and I feel like this goes back to someone who was dishonest with you. They don't want to let you go. They're about to come and tell you something that you want to hear, because they don't want you to move on. Three of Swords and the King of Cups. Yeah, somebody is about to be very charismatic and tell you what they think you want to hear. What's the Six of Swords? King of Swords. Yeah, this person has a way with words, or they're just very charismatic. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Possibly a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody who's going to try to make up with you. You secretly see this person as a threat, or you're going to feel this threatening energy. But this is only happening because you're moving on. Seven of Wands and Six of Wands. Yeah, you successfully set a boundary with this person. Just know, if you set a boundary recently with somebody, it's working. And I'm not talking to those of you who want to play games and runner chaser dynamics and all that. I'm saying if you really wanted to set a boundary with somebody and you were really tired of somebody's antics and you just wanted to have peace and remove their energy from your space, whatever you did is working. Okay? Whatever you did accomplished that goal. And I feel like someone's definitely feeling pain about it. But it's like they're not the only one who felt pain. You felt disappointed for what you had to do too. You feel sad about what you had to do. It's not something that you wanted to do, but I feel like it's something that you had to do to overcome this situation that's going on. But they're going to try to tell you what you want to hear, because they see the boundary. But it doesn't matter if somebody sees the boundary. They see the boundary, but they're only seeing how it's affecting them. They're not taking accountability. But they're going to make you think that that's what they're doing, or say that that's what they're doing when it's not. What's the Knight of Swords? Magician. Ooh, I lost the other card. Nope. Magician. Eight of Cups. High Priestess. That's crazy. You knew this person was lying too. I feel like you didn't allow for whatever manipulation that they were trying to execute on you to affect you, because it's like you knew what was behind the scenes. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's been trying to manipulate you for a long time, or they have been for a really long time. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, maybe another Pisces. They've been manipulating you for a long time. I feel like also you realize that if you were to listen to this person, or if you were to continue a relationship, you knew that you were investing in some type of fallacy or a lie. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to say Page of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. This person wants an opportunity to plant some type of seeds of doubt when it comes to the boundaries that you've set or the decisions that you made. And I feel like they're going to try to make you think that what y'all had was better than what it actually was. They may try to romanticize it or just get you to remember the good times. And I don't think, to be honest with you, I feel like your instincts, which is your intuition, is going to pop off and make you feel unsafe. Okay. What's the advice for the collective? King of Pentacles. Go with what you know. If there's always been instability or inconsistency with this person, and they just always disappoint you, but they're telling you that they're not going to do that again, but every time they tell you that they're not going to do that again, it happens again. Go with the pattern. Don't go with whatever words that they're weaving together to trick you. Justice, Queen of Swords, right? Go with what you know, child. What's the King of Pentacles? Ace of Cups. Stay loyal to your experience. Stay loyal to your balanced emotions, temperance. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, because going back and forth about how you feel and not being able to make a decision, riding the fence, whatever that is, that takes a lot of energy. That takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. When you truly already know based off of your intuition that something is not right. But contemplating it and trying to figure it out, that just takes more energy out of you. The Devil, see? A lot of feelings and emotions, Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like because when this person communicates with you, it creates this emotional attachment because you're familiar with them or you're used to them, and it automatically triggers this like toxic emotional attachment. Maybe you were married to this person, or maybe there was, an intimate encounter. They loud out there, child. They having a good old time. Can y'all hear them talking? Probably not. Yeah, it's like it's like this person has to continue to create this consistent emotional attachment with you because it allows them to like trigger thoughts in your mind that like make you have some type of emotional response. It's like I don't know, is this person like a doctor or a scientist or something? Because it feels like this person is aware of how, I mean, they could just be somebody who looks up shit online, but it feels like this person is aware of how like endorphins and pheromones and testosterone and estrogen and all these things work. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or a psychologist, but I'm just saying that it kind of feels like that. It kind of feels like someone knows how to trigger a physical response or an emotional response out of you by what it is that they say to you. And it could just be this a dummy who pays attention, right? So they know if they can get you in your feelings, that, or they can catch you and have a conversation with you at a time where you're in your feelings and do little subtle shit to either irritate you or make you upset, then they have some type of like lock on you or control. They may get you to a point where you are crying. And that's how they know that they've penetrated your boundaries or your barrier of protection. If they can trigger emotions out of you, they know that they still have the ability to control you, no matter what they did. And that helps them to not take accountability for their actions. Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Leo, Gemini. Those are the signs. That's kind of crazy though. And I think you know that. They throw off your emotional balance. They throw off your stability. They may even say things or attach conversation points to like your values or what you believe. Try to target your self-worth. Things like that. Like if they can get you to a point where you're emotionally imbalanced, they know you're going to stop taking care of yourself. You're going to stop brushing your teeth. You're going to stop washing your ass. You're going to stop sleeping. You're going to stop like doing things for yourself that you really enjoy to do. If they can trigger you enough emotionally to get your emotions out of whack or make you confused enough to where you don't know what choice to make, they know that they can deteriorate your physical appearance and your mental health. That's crazy. This ain't the underground for no reason. That's what's going on. That's why the cards came out the way they did. And that's ultimately like a roundabout way of somebody wishing you dead. You get what I'm saying? But it's not even that they have to wish that on you. It's just that if they can do that, it depletes your energy and they get to feed off of you. What else does the collective need to know when it comes to love? Look, the butterfly, evolving in growth, next phase, healing inner child, releasing the past. And the chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies. So you're evolving from this, fear of abandonment. You're evolving from this chaser energy where you're always seeking this person out, or where you revert back to your default settings with this person. You're evolving from that. You're moving on to the next phase. And if you haven't done that yet, this is a part of what you have to do to heal that inner child so that they can't trigger you like this. You have to let go of what they've done. And I feel like a lot of you, this is a mirror image of what like they're going through. And that's how you identified each other. That's how you came up on each other's radar. Was because there were things in their past that they didn't want to let go of, or they were still harboring resentment towards, and there were things in your past that you were still angry about or harboring some type of resentment towards, and that's how y'all picked up on each other's energy. Oh, they're vibrating the same with me. We both mad about shit. Let me go over there and sniff them out and see what's going on. That's the problem. So if you vibrate on a different frequency and you do whatever you need to do when it comes to like healthy spiritual work, healthy self-development, healthy accountability to get out of that frequency, then they won't be able to find you. They won't be able to pick up on your energy. They'll still think that you're going to respond the same way, and you don't. So, yeah, camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception, and date. Get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. Yeah, some of you may start to date online. Some of you may start to get back out there again. Depending on whatever it is that you want to do. You don't have to do any of that, but that could just mean that you're setting goals. That may be what's going to help you get out of this mentality, if you haven't already. What's the butterfly and the chaser? Ooh, excuse me, the Empress. Yeah, that's definitely growth, evolution. The world, and the world is on her stomach. And the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're leaving this person behind. You're leaving, and that could be why the energy is coming up like this, because I feel like some of the things that they're experiencing right now are similar to what you were experiencing, but I feel like a lot of you have evolved past that. A lot of you have decided to move on from that, okay? What else? Soulmates. Ooh, soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner, Cupid's arrow, and talking. Ooh. Cupid's arrow says have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation. Struck by love. And then talking says interested, awaited message, text, calls, emails, talking more. So some of you guys are going to meet someone who you feel very connected to. And that's what I was picking up with this, like, what you can expect in the near future. I feel like you guys are going to feel a deep connection with someone that's going to make you really happy. And they're going to bring an energy of stability into your life versus the energy of angst and panic and fear that this other person kind of put you through or was triggering within you. What else does the collective need to know? Self-indulgent or self-indulgence. Self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Yeah, so you're on a new frequency now. You're attracting a different frequency. And if this person tries to come back and communicate with you, remain on that frequency. Don't dial it down to match their low vibration. The runner, fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking up, date, third party temptation. Yeah. So you guys are going to start dating somebody else. And that's when this person is going to be trying to encroach upon your energy, or that's what they're doing right now. Some of you have already started on this process of like meeting someone new. You may already be entertaining someone new. Whatever the situation is, whatever part of the timeline that you're on, there's going to be this temptation where this person is going to try to now that you're not chasing anymore, they're going to start wanting to chase you. That's when the dynamics flip. A third party situation is created, and then you're back in the same cycle again if you don't make the right decision. One more card. Ooh, snap. Wedding rings, union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love. There's also a chance for some of you guys, there's a risk if you're not careful that whoever this is who was really like, playing with your emotions, they're going to feel you moving on. Maybe you want marriage. This is hypothetical. If you want marriage, you're moving on from somebody who didn't commit, right? They just always left you feeling a lack of commitment or consistency. You're going to move on. You're going to be dating somebody. Your emotions, which the negative person from the past is connected to, starts to feel that pull on their heartstrings that you're not around, or they feel the absence of your energy. They're going to rush in trying to act like, oh, I'm going to marry you now. I'm going to give you this commitment now. I want to do everything that I didn't do before. I see my problem. Cards say they don't. And they're going to create a third party situation between you and someone who actually has the intention of giving you this thing that you want. Whether it's marriage, a certain relationship dynamic, loyalty, commitment. Don't let the person who feels your energy waning mess up that situation, because that's always how it happens. Teddy bear, interested in you, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. And you know how they ruin it? It's not because they actually come towards you. It's because they come towards you, they fuck with your emotions, they say something that's going to trigger your emotional imbalance, and then you're back thinking about them. And what does that mean? If they felt your energy pulling away because you were attaching to someone else in maybe a more healthy way, the person who you were developing feelings for is going to feel you pull away from them. And what do you think they're going to do? Pull away from you. Not enough. Lacking confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego, frustrations. Yeah, I'm just trying to warn you guys, if this is something happening to you, that whoever this person is from the past, they're never going to be enough. And I feel like they're never going to feel like you're enough because they have this lack mentality. It's like a devouring mentality, a tapeworm mentality. What's this soulmate, self-indulgence, and wedding rings? 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. This could even just be you committing to yourself, you focusing on yourself, you falling in love with yourself. That's going to make you more attractive. And whether it's the person from the past or somebody who look like them, act like them, feels like them, you have to protect your energy from those people who are never going to be enough for you or never going to be able to give you what you need. 8 of Cups, lovers. Some of y'all about to meet somebody, child, because you're walking away and being single. This lover is going to come into your life. This relationship is going to come into your life, and it could lead to marriage. I'm being real. Or some type of commitment. What else? One more card. 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Yeah, even the memories of this person from the past could try to mess up whatever this new connection is. And that's what I was saying. King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's going to try to really make you feel like you can't let them get away because they feel like they let you get away. It's weird back and forth. Yeah, that's what somebody's plan is. They're going to try to present you with a commitment that they never really wanted to give you. Whatever they can do to get back in your good graces, that's what they're going to try to do. That's their strategy because they're struggling to sleep at night. They can't figure it out. They're anxious. They don't know what's going on with you. They don't have any contact with you. You don't communicate with them. And they know you can handle things on your own. They know you don't need them. So they know that if they come towards you, they could be messing up a good thing. That's the play. That's the play. Don't fall for that shit, bitch. I'm just saying. I'm trying to get an advice card. What advice I want to give y'all? Here we go. Let's use these. That is the play, child. They could even try to make you think that whoever you're dealing with outside of them is never going to be like them. They never going to make you feel like they make you feel. Stupid ass shit that's irrelevant and shows how insecure they are. What's the advice for the collective? Amber, healing. The wound is the place where the light enters you. So if this person hurt you, you have to allow that hurt to expose what needs to be seen so that you can extract the toxin. The Regent diamond. Ooh, diamond in the shape of a diamond. Because you know diamonds aren't shaped like diamonds for real. That's weird. Arrogance. Oh, the cleverness of me. And then Fluorite says victory. I came, I saw, I conquered. Yeah, I feel like your advice is to know that this person kind of just feels really arrogant. They want to conquer you. They want to feel like they can control things in your life. That stems from their own feelings of lack and insecurity. And I think sometimes you self-sabotage because you like to feel, it makes you feel good when you know you're making somebody else feel good, even if you know that that's actually bad for you. That's what a lot of people don't want to face about themselves, child, especially a lot of the quote unquote empaths and intuitives. They don't want to admit that healing someone else who doesn't actually want to heal gives you some type of egotistical validation. Being with someone who is broken gives you a boost in your pride and a boost in your ego because you feel like you can fix them, and then they play in your face and act like you're fixing them just to be broken again and then break you in the process just so you can come back and fix them. It's crazy. So allow the light to show through all the places where you've been wounded by this person. Allow the light to come through and illuminate whatever it is that keeps you doing the same thing over and over again so that you can figure it out, extract it, and move the fuck on. Okay. I hope that helped you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. I really appreciate it. Okay. Get in the comments. Did it resonate? Did it not? What resonated? What did not? Tell me below. Let me know. And that's it. That's all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.